What's happening? What's happening with it? Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, what's happening with it? Yeah, when y'all come in the building, smash on the like button. Let me know you're in the building. Jump in the comments. My man Johnny Q in the building. Yeah. Jay West in the building. Jay Grant, what's happening with it? David Frazier, what it do? Yeah. And like I said, y'all hit that like button as you come in the building. We definitely gonna cook today. Oh, yeah. It's finna be a cook session today for sure. Jesus Christ must have come back to earth. Jesus Christ then came back to earth. I know this ain't J.A. Dixon. This got to be a fake account. This got to be a fake J.A. Dixon account. I know my man J.A. Dixon ain't came in the building and say that he can't say shit else about defending Tank, that Tank bullshit. This got to be a fake J.A. Dixon. This got to be a fake J.A. Dixon. Man, who done stole my man account? It's salute. Let me see my man King Grayson. What's happening with it? Cali Fire, what it do? Big Smooth Groove boxing off in the building, straight from that Oak Cliff. Yeah. Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming off in that super chat, man, heavy, supporting the channel like you always do when you come through the building. And salute to the whole D-Town, Oak Cliff in the building. Stand up. Yeah. My man Johnny Q in the building said, it's finna go down today for sure. Cassandra, the queen, is in the building. Cassandra, stay tuned because I'm going to say some shit you never thought I would say, Cassandra. I guarantee you, I'm going to surprise you later on in the show today. Prince Tuamar, what's happening with it? Devin Blocker, what it do? Johnny Q. My man Knockout Boxing 86 TV, that's my brother right there. He says, yo, huge news, bro. Jose Valenzuela opponent is out for visa issue. Oh, man. He is now fighting a replacement fighter in Edwin D. Los Santos, which is a way better fighter than who he was supposed to fight. Oh, okay. That's good news then. You know, Ryu, that's my guy. Ryu is my guy. That's my dude right there. I fuck with Ryu heavy. Matter of fact, me and Money, we was kicking it with Ryu. Ryu cool as hell, man. Me and Money was kicking it with him tough. Yeah. So yeah, man. This is what people been wanting to see. They've been wanting to see Ryu in a tough fight. You see, y'all feel what I'm saying? Everybody been wanting to see him in a tough fight. And like I said, y'all smash the like button as you come in the building. Snacks Beat, what's happening with it? Mike B. Tony Boswell, what's happening with it? I appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yeah, everybody been wanting to see Ryu in a step-up fight. And yeah, man, I think that Ryu gonna go out there and do his business. I really like Ryu. I think he the goods. I really do. I think that Ryu is the goods. I heard that shit. Eastside 512. I heard that shit that Pitbull said. I said, man, look at little Pitbull big head ass. Talking about Ryu got to do it. He got to earn his spot like everybody else. Like, nigga, what spot? What spot? I like Pitbull crew, but bro, you ain't did nothing but take an L to Gervonta Davis and beat an old ass washed up Gamboa. Like you you ain't at no spot above him. Y'all at the same level. Yeah. So what I'm talking about is that, like my man said, Pitbull Cruz in his interview, when his interview yesterday, they asked him about Ryu, and he said that Ryu got to earn his spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Ryu, he got to earn his spot like everybody else. And it's like, bro, what spot? What spot? I didn't know you was on that level yet. But I like Pitbull. I met Pitbull too. He don't speak no English, but he cool as hell. He real humble. He's a real humble kid, He be laughing and grinning and shit a lot, but he hella cool though. Hey, Knockout said Pitbull earned his spot getting outboxed by a man with one hand. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, what spot is you talking about? These dudes be tripping. These dudes get to tripping, man. They get a little bit of status and they get to tripping. Yeah, nah. He know, like, he can kind of, like, I had him laughing and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had him cracking up laughing. So he can understand, you know what I'm saying? He don't know how to speak English at all, but he kind of can understand this shit a little bit. But he a real cool dude. He a cool cat. Nah, I ain't see that Eastside 512. I didn't see that. Y'all give me a second real quick. Okay. Now, what else we got going on? I seen Coach cooking on Coach and Knockout. They was over there on Glove Up Boxing and more. They was over there cooking on Regis Prograis. So I guess some off the wall company that we never heard of. They don't even have no fighters or none of that, right? They won the purse bid for Regis Prograis and Jose Zepeda. Now, the problem with that, like Knockout was saying, y'all won the purse bid for Regis Prograis and Jose Zepeda, right? Y'all don't have no fighters. I heard Knockout saying they don't have no fighters. So who they gonna put on the undercard? They don't have no network. So who's gonna show the fight? Is it gonna be one of these things to where they're gonna be able to put it on Fight TV? Like Mickey Bay and Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer. Well, we seen how that shit turned out. That shit looked horrible. But I've seen other fights on Fight TV that wasn't nothing like Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer. I don't know what that shit was with Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer. I ain't never seen no shit that horrible in my life. That shit was worse than that goddamn backyard wrestling shit. That Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer was worse than backyard wrestling. You know, when y'all see them backyard wrestling events on Access TV and shit, it was worse than that. So, but all the fights that be on Fight TV, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do it. Like Clarissa Shields, she had a fight on Fight TV. It's just a serve. It's just basically a streaming app to where, certain companies could basically get their slot to have their pay-per-view on there. So yeah, my man Kwame East in the building. What's happening with it? Off in that super chat, coming through, showing love and support to the channel. Yeah, yes sir. My man Josh Sanders 86 in the building. Dundada in the building. My sir Aunt Bo in the building. Y'all hit the like button too as you come in the building. Big Drew Titan, he says they about to charge niggas for a pay-per-view too. I don't know. I'm just saying that, you know, whoever picked up this Regis Prograis and Zepeda, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever company it is that won the purse bid, they don't have no network. They don't have no fighters. So how are they going to put on an event? I just said, like, are they going to, you know what I'm saying, do a pay-per-view event and put it on Fight TV? Something like that. I mean, it is an option. We see other people doing it. So that might be a move. That might be a move. But I don't know. Just as long as that shit don't look like that Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer shit, I'm cool. But I want to see this fight. It's a hell of a fight. I really want to see the Zepeda and Regis Prograis fight. And my thing is like, what's up with Bob Arum? Ain't he the promoter of Jose Zepeda? Why didn't he pick up the purse bid? Bob Arum a cheap motherfucking son of a bitch. Bob Arum cheap as hell. Y'all know Bob Arum could have picked up that fight, and Bob Arum could have made it a hell of a fight card. You already, you know what I'm saying? You already the promoter of Jose Zepeda. What's your issue with Regis Prograis? Because y'all know Regis Prograis used to be under Top Rank Promotions. So is it like, do he got an issue with Regis Prograis to where he ain't want to pick up the fight? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got you, Knockout. Because you got to explain it because you know more about this situation than I do. Like, I just learned, you know, about it from listening to you and Coach. Oh, yeah. There you go. I just sent you the link, Knockout. But yeah, I mean, this is a fight I want to see. This is Regis Prograis. This is his time to, you know, finally get a title back and, you know, get in a position to where he can start getting some of these fights because we know that these fighters is not wanting to step up to the plate and fight Regis. They ducking him. You know what I'm saying? They acting like that he don't exist. And that's a problem. Dundada says co-promoter with Zanfar Promotions. I don't know about none of them joints. What's happening with it?
Hey, what's good, bro? I just wanted to hop on real quick, then I'll hop back on if you open up the panel to everybody. But what you asking about that situation? So it's this outfit called Zanfar Promotions. They do the co-promotion with Top Rank for Zepeda. They own his Mexican rights, and Top Rank only has his American rights. So they bid on it. They was trying to win the bid. So what Bob Arum was trying to do, they let his Mexican promoter, they let Zepeda's Mexican promoter bid on the fight so that they could try to have the fight in Mexico because they wanted to give Zepeda the best possible chance to win. And, you know, home crowd advantage, fighting in Mexico. Maybe you get the judges on your side. And so that way, if he could maybe at least be competitive, or he can maybe at least go the distance, then have a better chance of winning. Because if Bob would have bid on it directly, then now since he only has Zepeda's American rights, then the fight would have to be in America. And so it would give him a less chance. So they just did that shit to try to give him the best chance to win. As far as Marv Nation, I had to read that shit twice, bro. I thought maybe the Dallas Mavericks or some shit bid on the goddamn fight, and that shit said Mavs Nation because I never heard of that shit before, bro. And they ain't got no network. They ain't got no fighters. They was just putting on, like, they had an event that was at like a goddamn sports bar or something, bro.
Oh, shit. We hit some more Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer.
Yeah, I was just about to say, so this is some Mickey Bay, Tevin Farmer shit that we got to look out for. I just hope for Zepeda and Regis, bro.
So you said Marv Nation, they won the purse bid?
Yeah, Marv Nation, MarvNation, Marv and then Nation, they won the purse bid. They ain't got no fighters. They don't have no network. They've been doing events in sports bars and shit. So this is something we got to look out for. you know, that Teofimo situation where until the fight actually get here and you see him in the ring, you got to worry about 2 weeks before the fight. Oh, we ain't got no ticket sales. We got to push the fight back.
Hey, they probably the same company that put on that Teofimo Lopez. I mean, not that put on that Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer off in Prescott somewhere, and they didn't change their name to Marv Nation and shit.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. And so if you Regis and Zepeda, you just gotta hope that they can actually pay you, because they paying them $2 million each. They bid $2 million on it. No way. Even though that's a great fight, I love to see it. No way they gonna get their money back for that shit, bro. So are they gonna be willing to take a loss? And then furthermore, who you gonna put on the card? You can't have them just fight and then that's the end of the show. If you ain't got no fighters, who you gonna sign to come over there that's worth anything that people gonna want to see fight? And you don't have a network, so you know for a fact that you ain't gonna make your money back, because you ain't gonna make $2 million back in live gate money if you Marv Nation. And you don't have a network to give you marketing for people to want to put commercials on and shit, a network to help you, you know, with the funds for the fight and shit. So it's just, I just hope that it goes off without a hitch. But I don't want nobody to be surprised if you get to fight night, bro. Get to fight night and they can't provide proof of funds and the goddamn fight fall through. Like, people need to be on high alert and look out for news the whole time leading up to this shit until you see them in the ring and goddamn round one start. But that's all I got, bro. I'll let you continue your show, and then I'll hop back on when you open up the panel, bro.
Okay, bet. Yeah, right. I need my paycheck before I go to the ring. I need my paycheck in my hand before I step through them ropes. Straight up and down. Y'all ain't finna pull no Mickey Bay, Tevin Farmer on me. They did Mickey Bay and Farmer. They did them bad. That's some shit that if you ordered that pay-per-view, which I did because I wanted to support Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer, you know, I ordered the pay-per-view. If you supported that shit, that's some shit that you will never, ever in your whole entire life forget. I'll never forget that shit. Shady Girl 85, what's going on with it, Queen? Yeah, I'll never forget that shit. That shit was embarrassing. But yeah. So in other news, I hear that Eric Gomez, you know, with Golden Boy Promotions, he's coming out and he's saying that he's been talking to Bob Arum and they working on trying to make a fight with Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. They working on trying to make a fight with Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. Now, my thing is I think he's full of shit. I think that Eric Gomez is full of shit talking about that he's in talks with Bob Arum trying to make a fight with Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. Because when we heard Teofimo Lopez talk about Ryan Garcia, he said he ain't even entertaining Ryan Garcia. He said that ain't a fight that he even wants right now because he's looking on to bigger and better things. He said he wants to fight Josh Taylor. He want to fight Josh Taylor. He want to fight for some belts at 140. So I don't believe him. I don't believe it when Eric Gomez is coming out saying, oh, yeah, you know, we're looking to make a big mega fight with Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. First of all, check this out. You know what I'm saying? No, it don't matter how you feel about Teofimo Lopez, but at the end of the day, he can fight. Now, if you weren't willing to put Ryan Garcia in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis, what makes me think that you're willing to put him in the ring with Teofimo Lopez? Two different fighters, but they both can fight, and Ryan Garcia is going into either one of those fights an underdog. So if you weren't willing to put him in the ring with Tank Davis, what gonna make me believe that you're willing to put him in there with Teofimo Lopez? Somebody else that he gonna go in there a big underdog against. I don't believe that shit. Golden Boy, they full of lies. They always bringing up names and talking about all type of different fights. But unless it's in-house, you don't see none of that shit happen. Like Golden Boy ain't making shit shake. They're not making nothing shake out here. All they doing is a whole lot of talking. And, you know, Ryan Garcia do a whole lot of talking. But I think a lot of the shit, that goes down with Ryan Garcia besides, the couple fights that he pulled out of. A lot of that shit is Golden Boy Promotions. A lot of that shit is Oscar De La Hoya knowing not to put Ryan Garcia in the ring with these, with these fighters like a Tank Davis or Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez or whoever it may be. He is not ready to throw Ryan Garcia in there with the top level competition. He's not ready yet. He's not ready yet. But he talks about it like he is. He's bluffing. He's bluffing. That's all he's doing. He's bluffing. And ain't nobody put him on the spot and really called out his bluff. See, with the Leonard Ellaby shit, he had a way out. Because fans know how Leonard Ellaby and Mayweather and them get down. Right? They ain't doing no business unless they running everything. So they had a way out. Oh, well, we couldn't do no deal. We wanted to fight, but Leonard Ellaby and Al Heyman and them didn't want it. Nah, they wasn't finna let you take control of the negotiations and basically dictate everything and split shit down the middle. You knew they weren't going to do that. You knew that shit wasn't going to happen. So you had a way out. Now you hear that Teofimo Lopez don't want to fight Ryan Garcia. You heard Teofimo Lopez say that he's not even going to entertain Ryan Garcia. Now what do? You come out, oh yeah, we trying to make a fight with Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez. We trying to make a fight with Teofimo Lopez. We already been in talks with Bob Arum. We're in negotiation now. You a motherfucking lie. You a lie. I don't believe none of that shit. Well, what's happening with it, 817? I can't say that they're using each other for clout because we heard Teofimo Lopez say that he ain't entertaining Ryan Garcia. So I can't put that jacket on him. But Golden Boy is definitely using the Teofimo Lopez fight for clout. And this is what's going to happen. They're going to build up a whole lot of clout. You're going to get everybody on YouTube and the whole boxing world talking about Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. And then before you know it, Ryan Garcia is going to be fighting somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be fighting fucking a UK domestic level fighter, Maxie Hughes or somebody. You feel me? Like, bro, you're not fooling me. You already was in Maxie Hughes' DM talking about let's make it happen. So why would I believe that you actually trying to set up a fight with Teofimo Lopez behind the scenes when you was just in Maxie Hughes' DMs talking about let's make it happen next? That's who the fuck he gonna fight. He's gonna fight Maxie Hughes, not Teofimo Lopez. Now, would Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia be a hell of a fight? Yeah, I'll pay to see that shit. I'll pay to see that because, like I said, I've always said that Ryan Garcia is dangerous. He got power in both hands. The things that he can do, he does them very well. His last fight, he looked like that, he's getting better. You know what I'm saying? Working with his new trainer, he's getting better. I still got to see more of him. You said Maxie Hughes already got to fight. Who he fighting, Dundonna? Let me look it up. But he gonna be fighting a motherfucking Liam or Mac, somebody that ain't on that level. That's who he gonna be fighting. Let me see who Maxie Hughes is fighting. But they talking about December, right? Let me see. Since you say he already fighting somebody, let me pull it up. Kid Galahad, the 24th of September. So he fighting Kid Galahad the 24th of September. So that's, let me see, November, December. Yeah, that ain't enough time. So he ain't fighting Maxie Hughes. That's good. But I just don't believe that Teofimo Lopez shit. I really don't. So we'll see. We'll see who Ryan Garcia fight. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing, right? I'm going to tell you one thing. If Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez end up scratching, if they end up fighting, I'm going to tell you one thing. Gervonta Tank Davis going to look like a whole motherfucking bitch out here. If Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez step in the ring and fight each other, Tank Davis is going to look like a whole motherfucking bitch out here. Straight up and down. You got Devin Haney that then took undisputed. At that point, you got Teofimo Lopez that then already fought Lomachenko, Vasil Lomachenko. Now you got Ryan Garcia. He's stepping in the ring with Teofimo Lopez. If that shit happens, Tank Davis might as well go hide some motherfucking where in the corner and don't come out. Straight up and down. I don't care how y'all feel about it. If that shit happens, Tank Davis, it not by the Tank Davis dick riders, you know what I'm saying? But to real boxing fans, Tank Davis gonna look real bad if that shit happens. Because now all of these guys are fighting each other or they fighting top level competition, and you the only one that ain't. You the only one that ain't fighting under it in your circle. So that shit finna look real bad if that shit go down. But I don't believe it's gonna go down. Like I said, I do not believe that Golden Boy Promotions is gonna put Devin Haney in the ring no time soon. I mean, not Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia in the ring no time soon with a Teofimo Lopez, a Gervonta Tank Davis. Nobody on that level. You know, we might see him fight. We might see Ryan Garcia get in the ring. Well, he fighting at 140 now. So I don't know. 140 pounds. Who they got at 140 over there on the Golden Boy? Who they got over there on Golden Boy? But I'm gonna drop a link or Knockout. You can go ahead and jump back in now. I'm gonna shoot some links out. And like I said, Knockout, you can go ahead and jump back in if you want to. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get more on Tank right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm really just talking about Ryan Garcia. But real quick, Knockout. But like I said, we gonna get into this Tank Davis shit in a minute, right? But
yes,
real
sir.
quick,
Yes, sir.
You heard what I said. I said that if I don't believe it's gonna happen, right? To me, it's just fairy tale make believe shit right now. But I'm saying if Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez make that fight and step inside of the ring against each other, at that point, Tank Davis is going to look like, to me, it's going to look real bad on Gervonta Tank Davis. And the reason I'm saying that is because, like I said, you got Teofimo Lopez. We already seen what he did. We didn't got Devin Haney and George Kambosos. Devin Haney then took undisputed. You got your whole circle. Right? They scratching with each other. And you the only one that ain't fought none of these dudes. That shit gonna look real bad, bro.
I mean, yeah, bro, like to a certain extent, I agree with you, but it depends. Like, why is the fight happening? So let's say the fight happened between Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez, but when Ryan Garcia and his team negotiated with Teofimo Lopez, they didn't demand that the zone be a part of it. And Ryan was willing to go over to ESPN to fight Teofimo. Then I'm gonna be like, well, now Ryan, you look like a bitch. Why you willing to go to ESPN? But when it come to Tank Davis and his team, you wasn't willing to go to Showtime. So it just depends on how the fight come together. But either way, yeah, bro, it would be a bad look. Like, even if it wouldn't make Tank look all the way like a bitch, if Ryan was willing and his team were willing to capitulate some shit and make some compromises to Teofimo that they weren't willing to make with Gervonta, I think that would make them look bad because Gervonta is a way bigger name than Teofimo Lopez. So why would you make concessions to fight Teofimo, but you wouldn't make concessions to fight fight Gervonta Tank Davis? Now, if the fight happens and Top Ranking ESPN play ball when Showtime and Mayweather Promotions and Gervonta Davis and they willing to play ball and they do the whole split thing and the zone can get a part and ESPN can get a part and they just make the business and they make the fight, then yeah, that shit gonna look bad on Tank and his team. So it's, to me, bro, I feel what you're saying. I'm not all the way there yet, just because I want to see how the fight come together first. If it come together and it's in a way to where now Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia, they don't have the same demands of Teofimo that they had of Gervonta Tank Davis when Gervonta Tank Davis is the bigger name, then I'm gonna be looking at Ryan like, oh, you a ho. You willing to do this for Teofimo, but you wouldn't do it for Gervonta. And Gervonta is the bigger name, so you the one that look like a hoe. But if the fight come together and it come together the same way they was trying to make it with Mayweather and them, but Bob Arum and ESPN and Top Rank and they play ball, if it do come together that way, then yeah, bro, I'd agree with you. That shit'll look bad for Tank. Real shit.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I could dig that. I could dig where you coming from. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Now that you put it in that term, right? So yeah, I could dig that for sure. Coach, what's happening with it? What it do? Let me see. J.A. Dixon says, I saw the tweet and deleted shit on Twitter in real time yesterday. Tank doing a lot of posturing and he ain't trying to fight Haney. It's over with for the type of shit. It's time to fight. Man, I can't believe J.A. Dixon is saying this shit. This is damn near like, I ain't gonna say it's like Money Brown saying it, cause but that shit shocked me. That shocked me. You know what I'm saying? That shocked me. But I'm gonna shock Cassandra Mason later on too. But yeah. So
I feel that. But let me just say, everybody, let me just say it real quick. I didn't mean to cut you off. Everybody, listen to me very carefully. Everyone's right with the Tank and the tweet and delete shit. I said it myself. But just remember these moments. Remember all of this. Come tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. All right. Now, oh yeah. So well, since you brought it up, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. My man Knockout, he debating. He doing, you know what I'm saying? He doing a double header. You know what I'm saying? Like prime time in '92. You dig what I'm saying? He doing a double header like prime time in '92 tonight. He back to back with it. Let me know who you debate. Let everybody know who you debate and what the topics is.
Yeah, man. Shout out to D Free. Shout out to Loyal to the Game Boxing. Kwame. They gonna be judging. Shout out to OTB. He gonna be the moderator for our debates. And yeah, I'm going back to back with it. I got smoke. I got Get the Smoke. We gonna debate on Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. I'm gonna show y'all how you can argue for Loma and win a motherfucking debate. I'm gonna argue for Loma, and then right after that, somebody out there, my brother Bole, you know, shout out to him. He's a great supporter to the channel, but he stepped up and he said Andrade ain't ducking Janibek, so he want to debate me on that. I'm gonna be arguing for Janibek. He gonna be arguing for Andrade, and we're gonna catch a couple of bodies, man. And then next week, my brother that y'all see on this screen, probably the biggest debate on my channel. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, as far as like the boxing knowledge, the type of content that the channels bring, man, we got everything boxing versus BFTB boxing next Wednesday night. Y'all got to tune in for that shit, man. So just check us out. Follow the channel. Subscribe. Y'all should all be subscribed already. If you're not, though, go check us out over there, man. We're trying to put in that work, bro.
Yeah, for sure. It's going down. So, man, speaking of Janibek, right? That's actually what I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about Janibek, you know. I want to talk about Janibek and Jamal Charlo, though, because Janibek has sent a direct message to Jamal Charlo. I want you. I want that WBC strap you got. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to duck me like everybody else. You feel me? Wait, hold on, 817. You said Keon dead man walking. What you talking about? Because you can get it too. 817, you can get it too. For real. You up in here licking up on the BFTB nuts and shit. nigga, you can get it, and then I'll send your motherfucking ass some pom-poms after I eat you alive. You can get it too, and I will fucking go to Walmart and buy you some motherfucking authentic pom-poms so you can cheerlead for the nigga. I can't stand no cheerleading ass motherfucker. For real. Sniffing all up under another grown ass man nutsack and shit. He a dead man walking. Yeah, nigga. Like I said, nigga, you can get it too.
Look at it. Look at it. 817. I'm disappointed in you, bro.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
No, ain't no good.
Hey, no, this nigga didn't, bro. No,
I'm disappointed in you, 817.
Good afternoon.
I said, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Get your professional. I'm about to pay my bills voice out of here, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
How you doing?
817 came up here like he about to pay some bills, pay his mortgage.
Nigga like he in the bank trying to get a loan.
Yeah, in the bank about to try to get a mortgage loan and shit. Boy, it's not.
Drop that shit in the comments like I ain't see that shit.
What's going on, fellas?
And that's exactly why I'm debating, and I want all the smoke with BFTB because niggas like that. That's exactly why I did it too.
I don't understand why they think he fucking
fellas.
What is going on?
Keon, come on, brother. You got your all black on. You got your all black on. I mean, you just chose violence immediately, my brother.
Nigga think another grown man God or something.
Bro. It had nothing, bro. Just in my defense, may I say something? I just think the topic that you guys are debating on, okay, I think he's got the better end of the topic. That's it, brother.
Nah, and I think that you sniffing all up under that nigga's motherfucking nutsack. That's what I think. I think that you a grown man fan. That's what
bro.
That's exactly
you done
why
set
I'm
up here, bro. Brother, you told me, you done said, if I'm just saying, just in my mind, if certain other motherfuckers I've heard you say a borderline Hall of Fame or whatever you did, then
that ain't what the whole debate is about.
I know.
It's 817. I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. The questions, you know how we do. The questions are crafted in a way they debatable questions.
Right.
They debatable questions. So, but the overall question that we are trying to answer is be a Hall of Fame fighter. But within those 3 rounds, it's some shit that you can debate.
Right. I was just saying on that premise alone, had nothing to do with who he's debating. Nothing to do. Of course, of course, knowing how I rock with BMTB, knowing how I am in the graveyard, that's what he assumed. You feel me? But I feel like it's the topic. Sometimes I feel like some topics, you know what I'm saying, are not winning topics. But again, that's why we all gonna tune in and see.
Let me ask you this, 817. Let me ask you this. Do you think taking the Loma side in the Devin and Loma debate is a winning side?
I think that's debatable. You feel me?
If you was debating me, it wouldn't be.
Oh, okay. Coach, you wouldn't even be able to escape this work. I'm telling you, bro. Like, listen to me. The work that I have tonight, Devin Haney himself can show up, bro. And Jay Grant Jr., you be careful. Again, Jay Grant Jr., all I'm asking, bro, remember the conversations that everyone has been having, that I have been having myself. Remember all of that the past couple of days when we've been talking about Tank. I've been setting y'all up for days and y'all don't even know it. Just wait, Jay Grant. Just wait for it. You're going to be like, damn, there's no way out of that one.
Hey,
so just wait. I know you can't, bro, but I got to defend Tank, bro. What's up?
But so check this out, right? Let's get back to what I was finna get on. This Janibek shit, right? Yeah. With Jamal Charlo. This Janibek and Jamal Charlo, man. And we seen Janibek directly call out Jamal Charlo and told him, basically, you bitch, don't duck me. Don't duck me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got me in the background. I can hear with some echoing. Okay. You know, basically told him straight up, don't duck me. I want that smoke, and I'm going to take your WBC strap up off you.
Somebody got a YouTube open?
Yeah, somebody got something open.
I don't.
Shit, I was on mute, so it ain't me.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm on mute too.
Okay. Yeah. So my thing is beside the fact that I believe that Janibek is juiced up on steroids. And for those who don't know, I say that he on steroids just because he ain't got one motherfucking pimple or one bump on his face, but he got a whole back full of acne. Like you playing connect the dots. His back looked like connect the dots. So to me, that screams that he's taking steroids, because that's one of the main things when you're using a lot of them PEDs is they get a whole lot of back acne, and he got it for sure. He got it to show for. But besides that, right, the question ain't about his back acne and his steroid use that I believe, right, because it's not proven. But the thing is do I believe that Jamal Charlo is going to take the fight, or do I believe Jamal Charlo is going to duck him? Well, if you look at Jamal Charlo history of him ever since he moved up to 160, he's going to duck. Ain't no way in motherfucking hell Jamal Charlo is going to fight Janibek. But he has an excuse. He got a way out. You know what? We ain't doing no business with Bob Arum. They can't make the fight because Janibek is with Top Rank. I'm over here. He gonna act like he want the fight, but behind the scenes, he ain't gonna push for the fight. Jamal Charlo is not disciplined. Jamal Charlo head ain't even in the game. His head ain't even in the game. You know what I'm saying? I heard from some cats in Houston a while back. You know what I'm saying? Before this Montiel shit, like, man, Charlo fucked up. Like, Charlo partying, drinking, overweight. Like, Charlo ain't boxing is not first on his list. Boxing is somewhere, you know, last on his list. Charlo out here fucking up. I've been heard that shit. And then what happened? He pulled out of the motherfucking fight. Talking about he fucked up his back jogging. That shit sounds real interesting. Who on this motherfucking panel ever fucked up their back jogging? That shit was funny to me when I heard that, because I already knew what it was, you know. Now we just seen this past weekend, Jamal Charlo was at 50 Cent event, walking around looking like he was about 250 pounds. And like I said, his personal stuff, I'm not finna get in. That ain't none of my business, what he got going on in his household. But as far as everything, Jamal Charlo head ain't in the game, and he is not fighting no Janibek. He's not. Now, could Jamal Charlo make it happen? Well, according to Samson, right? We know who Samson is. Samson, he manages David Benavidez. He manages a lot of fighters, right? Samson says that he has a very, very, very close relationship with Ronnie Shields and Jamal Charlo. And one thing that he said that always stuck with me, and I believe he said it on KQKC Boxing Network when KQKC had him on and interviewed him, he said that one thing about Jamal Charlo, you can't tell him what to do and what not to do. Listen to this, y'all. He said, Jamal Charlo, you can't tell him what to do or what not to do. You can't tell him who to fight and who not to fight. He said, Jamal Charlo has full control of his own career. He said, Jamal Charlo make all of the decisions with his career. So if they bring a fight to the table and Jamal Charlo don't want to fight him, it don't happen. He says if Jamal Charlo brings something to the table and push for the fight, he can make it happen. So with that being said, if Samson is telling the truth and he was just basically speaking in general, He wasn't talking about Jamal Charlo ducking no fighter or Jamal Charlo. He was just saying that they have a good relationship and he knows that Jamal Charlo's a boss. He said Jamal Charlo make moves. Can't tell him what to do. He ain't standing for that shit, right? So, with that being said, if Jamal Charlo really wanted to push for a Janibek fight behind the scenes, they could make it happen. Before you know it, the WBC will be ordering the fight between Jamal Charlo and Janibek. With Al Heyman on his side and Steven Espin, like that should have happened. And then on the other end, Bob Arum with the pull he got. Like I said, if both fighters really wanted to fight, it would happen. You wake up one morning and you'll hear, damn, did y'all hear the news? Damn, the WBC just ordered Janibek and Jamal Charlo. Simple as that. Jamal Charlo don't want that fight. He don't want no fight with none of the top guys unless it's an old washed up Triple G or a Canelo Alvarez, to where I don't even believe that he believes that he'll beat Canelo. He just wants a big payday. He wants the bag. He know he'll get a big bag. And so that's what it is with Jamal Charlo. We see what it is. Jamal Charlo is the exact opposite. They say twins are the opposite. I have twins, and they are the opposite. And Jamal Charlo and Jamal Charlo are the opposite, inside the ring and outside the ring. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You cook on this knockout.
Man, look, all I need to see from Jamal Charlo is a different energy. He cannot approach this shit with the same energy that he. Oh shit! Can y'all hear me?
He was cutting out.
It say I'm good. Can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah. So for Jamal Charlo, bro, like you cannot approach this with the same energy that you approached Demetrius Andrade with. Like you can't be telling us that the same way you told us Demetrius Andrade don't bring nothing to the table. The same way you told us that Demetrius Andrade ain't no name. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't did this. He ain't did that, bro. You can't do this shit with Janibek. Like Demetrius Andrade was a champion. He was an undefeated champion in your weight class, giving you the opportunity to unify. Janibek offers that same thing. So even if it's because Top Rank and PBC can't do business together and they don't come to an agreement, even if it's because they put some mandatory on them or whatever the case may be, whatever issue is not causing the fight to happen, it can't be because he ain't openly saying that he wants the smoke too. Now, Janibek and Top Rank has showed that if you look like Janibek, or if you look like Vasily Lomachenko, or you look like Tyson Fury, they'll move hell and high water to get you the fights that you want. And for Janibek, he been consistent, bro. Like, you know, I ain't gonna say nothing about the PEDs and shit like that. But as far as him calling fighters out and wanting to fight the best, he been calling guys out for a minute now, bro. Since he stepped on the scene, he been saying he won't smoke with these dudes. And the fact that he became champion and is saying the same thing, I like that, because he could easily just let Top Rank feed him a bunch of dudes and pile up a bunch of defenses. But he literally just got elevated to champion, and he trying to fight another champion, bro. You got to respect that. You know what I mean? And so I want to see that energy reciprocated from Jamal Charlo. You cannot act like Janibek is a nobody, but then go fight Sulecki, bro. You can't act like Janibek is a nobody, but we see Montiel on your resume. We can't do that shit. That man is a champion, a former Olympian, and all these fighters and boxing fans, they can act like no one knows who Janibek is. I know this. The matchmakers over at Top Rank and his promoter are extremely confident in that young man, and they confident for a reason. So Jamal got to reciprocate that energy. If for some reason this fight don't happen, we need to be able to look at the networks. We need to be able to look at the promoters and say, we know that both of these fighters wanted this fight, but the promoters and the networks and the business of boxing got in the way. If it's anything else, Jamal Charlo looks bad. But I know that Top Rank and ESPN wants to make this fight off the strength of where Janibek is from, how he looks. And for fighters that look like him, they always try to move mountains to get them the fights that they want, bro. And that's all I got, man.
Yeah. And salute to the Queen Sheena in the building. What's up with it, Sheena? And Patrick Lynch says, salute Keon and Knockout Coach 817. He says, I'm moving to Dallas at the end of the month. How is it in Texas? I don't live in Texas, but I'm actually gonna be moving to Texas in like a year, next year and a half. But I love it out in Texas. Shit, I love Dallas.
Yeah, this my city, bro. I'm born and raised here, so I'm gonna give you a biased ass opinion. It's the best city in the world, bro. Like this my city. We got everything, food, fire, whatever type of food you want. We got every type of restaurant you could ask for. Only thing is if you can handle the heat, it get hot in Texas, bro, in the summer. But other than that, man, I love this city, but I'm biased and shit. So might want to ask somebody that maybe from somewhere else and then moved here because I'm Dallas born and raised, and this probably where I'm gonna die too. So.
I mean, it is what it is. We got access to a lot. I mean, the only thing, the weed ain't legal. But other than that, I mean, it's straight. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't consider. I mean, of course, I can say it and be biased. It's better than anywhere else. But everybody feel like that about where they came up. So it's just whoever. Generally, if you're a decent person, it's a decent little city. You know what I'm saying? You just have to stay out the shit.
Right. And y'all hit the like button. Y'all got to get the likes up. Smash on the like button. It's free. It don't cost nothing to hit the like button. You did?
Hey, with Janibek on the cool, I'm like knockout. You can't do nothing but respect that man. That man been doing exactly what he's supposed to do, fighting who he's supposed to fight, becoming mandatories, and shit. Like I said with Andre, I felt like it was a duck, but I felt like it was a strategic duck. I mean, on the cool, when the champions weren't trying to unify with him at that division. And if he did beat Janibek, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Janibek is a name to us because we are boxing hardheads, you know what I'm saying? But to the average motherfucker, a Janibek fight and a Selecki fight really wouldn't be no difference to just an average fan. You did? And if he was going to fight somebody else at 160, fuck yeah, it's a duck. Him running the 168 or going up there, I mean, he had an out. You feel me? And I didn't feel like beating Janibek was going to do a monumental thing for his motherfucking career. Now, with Charlo, it's different. He's still at 160. He's still holding the belt at 160. We know that size of the street shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit go with certain people. Like Keon said, if it's certain motherfuckers, that they know or move the needle or bring them back some cash, they'll stick their neck out there, you know what I'm saying, and negotiate. I believe they'll do that with Janibek too, because if Janibek lose, you know what I'm saying, Top Rank will still be able to market him and shit, and it still won't be a major motherfucking deal. Plus, he got some go. I think Charlo gonna duck it too. I don't think mentally he in the place for it right now. I just don't think he the same as his little brother. I never have. I never seen him in that same way. I always felt like he had some go, but he's starting to show the sleeping on the silk sheets is affecting him. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's a cub. He ain't no line no more. And I be damn, man. I done seen Benavidez punk him too many times, bro. You don't slap my brother, you know what I'm saying, in front of me and shit and all of that. Even though he was on some whack shit, it's just supposed to go down at that point. It's just supposed to go down at too many points where it ain't went down. We done seen Danny Jacobs punk the nigga in the highway. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times? Danny Jacobs, Jerry Hurd, David Benavidez, but they supposed to be batting and riding. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like I said, I'm the one who started naming what? T and Tamara. You feel me? I had to remove that from younger brother. He handled his business. Each time he done got in the scrap and got exposed kind of emotionally, he done come back and handle up his shit. And you can't do nothing but respect that. Nah, he don't need to be let loose with a motherfucking microphone. But as far as in that ring, he gonna handle this shit. Big bro, not the same.
Man, them dudes is too emotional for me, bro. I don't know why they, both of them too emotional. Now, don't get me wrong, Jamel handled his fucking business and he did what he was supposed to do. And to be honest with y'all, bro, when they was younger in the game, when it was at 154, I thought Jamal was that fucking guy. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Jamal was
Me
gonna
too.
be that.
I did too.
I thought Jamal was gonna be that fucking guy. And it just turned out totally opposite. He's when they talk, you know, instead of be vocal enough and just get to the point, they beat around the bush and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't talk like normal human beings. Just be like, you know what? I want to fight so and so. They go and say all kind of other shit that don't have nothing to pertain to the question. So you never know where these fucking guys' minds is. Well, I'm gonna say Jamal. Jamal done did what he had to do. He's undisputed. That's a fact. But is he gonna fight Janibek? Man, I don't know. You've been calling for fucking a unification bout. But there it is, bro. So make it happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying? I heard you say Keon, he a boss. Yeah, that might be true. He might be a boss, but he gonna listen to Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? He gonna listen to Al Heyman, bro. And I just think that, you know, it's gonna be up to the two camps to get together, bro, and make the shit happen. But I know this shit wouldn't be going if you a real fighter and a real one who want all the smoke. Then you gonna fucking accept this man's challenge because he has a belt, bro, and you need to unify. And if Triple G don't be fucking Canelo, that's gonna be two belts because they're not making Triple G give up them belts. So Triple G gonna have two belts, you gonna have two belts. What else gonna happen? That's an opportunity for you to have two belts, and Triple G have two belts. That's an opportunity for Undisputed if you can get Triple G in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta put pressure. You gotta fucking open your mouth and not talk all around the fucking weeds up the fucking street. Niggas, be to the point with your fucking language. Motherfucker, go and fucking get in their motherfucking face and be like, bro, what's up? You want to fight or what? You've been avoiding this fight forever. You already avoided. You could have been in place to fight Canelo again, even though you got the fight, but we know why that's happening, right? But you could have got back in the WBC, the one that you really wanted, but you had to face me and you decided to duck. Bro, you got to start putting pressure. But just like Keon said, bro, I don't think his head is in this game no more. I don't think that he really gives a damn. I think he's making so much money right now or whatever it is outside of boxing. I know they got their clothing line. They're doing modeling. They're doing all kind of shit. So just waking up on them silk sheets, just like 817 said, bro, I don't think his heart is in this shit no more. Because if it was, bro, you wouldn't be fighting once a year. You wouldn't be fighting so sporadically, bro, if you wanted to really be the man. And they just don't have that desire. They don't look like they have that desire. When you got guys out here who's trying to fight you. Now, this man done called your ass out, bro. This man want to unify with you. The same shit you try to do, Lil G, that man doing to you. Are you going to stand on your square and be a fucking man? Or are you going to act like Lil G? What you going to do, bro? So that's all I got on it, bro. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. He going to look fucking bad if he don't fucking respond. I know that. He going to look terrible. Because I'm going to be on his helmet. I'm just not with it. I don't give a fuck how much I like you. You not fucking moving the right way. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to talk about it. And that's that, bro.
Why they do Jamel Charlo like that? Why they only letting him fight once a year? He fought one time against Castano, then they pushed his fucking fight all the way to 2023. I don't understand that, bro.
I think he got. I think. Check this out. I think he a victim of bad motherfucking management. Number one, and then number two. I mean, at 160, Canelo really fucked him, bro. You got to think about it, right?
Well, I'm talking about Jamel. I'm talking about why is Jamel Charlo only fight once a year? Jamal Charlo just full of shit.
Well, he would have got 2 in this year if Castano didn't pull out the fight and postpone the fight because of the injuries. Right, remember that fight got pushed back by a few months,
like 9 months apart, though.
But he was gonna fight twice this year because they were gonna have him fight Tim Tszyu at the end of the year. But that's why he trying to be more active. That's why the Tim Tszyu fight.
But he didn't.
But you gotta think Tim Tszyu hands was hurt too, fam. Tim Tszyu hands was hurt again.
Yeah, but that's why they fighting right in January of 2023.
Facts.
because Charlo want to be active, bro. That's why they fighting in 2023 January. That shit already done. He wanted to, and he would have fought him earlier.
I just don't like how
anyway.
PBC be doing, bro. Like they be, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we want to see these dudes fight more than once a year. That's just
they need to make their fighters more active, bro. Like they gotta what they trying to do is they want everybody, and it's the fighters too, because they got egos. They want to make everybody a main event, but everybody ain't a main event, and every fight ain't a main event, and you don't have enough dates. So some of these guys that they be having main event. So for instance, right, like Adrian Broner and I know he got a name or whatever, but they had Adrian Broner versus Omar Figueroa as a main event. Back in the day when cards was really like that, bro, that's a co-main event, maybe even bottom of the card at best, bro. But nowadays they put that shit as a main event.
Right.
You got Luis King Kong Ortiz this weekend versus Andy Ruiz Jr. Main event pay-per-view fight. Bro, that's a co-main. That shit belongs on the Deontay Wilder undercard, bro.
Yeah, it do.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So they be trying to let all these fighters feel themselves and shit, be main event fighters because they trying to pay them, bro. They trying to get them the biggest bag possible. And so in doing that, you trying to let them be the main event. You're paying them a higher purse. You're putting people on pay-per-view that don't belong on pay-per-view. When in reality, these fighters, some of them probably need to take less money and need to realize, like Andrew Ruiz Jr., like, bro, like, you beat Anthony Joshua, but you came back against Chris Arreola, you look like shit, bro. Luis King Kong Ortiz, you got put down 2 times by Charles Martin, bro. You look like your legs was gone halfway through that fight. Y'all asses co-main event fighters right now. I'm not putting you on no main event. So if you want to fight this year, if you want to get in the ring, all right, you can hop on this undercard right here and make the card better. But I'm not making you the main event, bro. And until they do that, it's gonna always be fighters that's gonna be inactive because they're trying to make everybody the goddamn main event, man.
And see, if they did that more, if they stacked these cards more with the bigger names, right, and had them as co-mains or all on one card, then they could really highlight the other talent on these other cards, like a Richardson, Hitchison, and people of that nature, or Shoot, or motherfuckers like that. You could really make the cards right. You know what I'm saying? And then people actually paying for pay-per-view cards that really consist of good shit.
Yeah,
but then you got scheduling too. You know that comes into play too.
Right, and each one of these guys want to fight. Each one of these guys want to fight around each other. Excuse me, to try to fuck up their ticket sales.
Should boxing do some shit like the UFC do? Like, you know how the UFC got the Contender Series to where they got their own facility. Like boxing could do that shit, man. They need to do some shit like that and start displaying a lot of this talent. You know,
too many motherfuckers getting the money though, Keith. The money too spread out. You feel what I'm saying? UFC started out of one man pocket. You feel me?
Just so fucked up.
Right. And to try to get it to go that way now, shit.
That shit all over the place. It's hella unorganized. Fucking crooks all in the game. It's just fucked up. But real time, when you think about it, it's too much to even think about. That shit all over the place. But man, I'm gonna move on. Y'all hit the like button. We gonna move on. I wanted Knockout to be up here because I was saying, well, I'm gonna cook Tank ass. I'm gonna cook Tank ass. I'm gonna cook his ass or cook Canelo first. I'm gonna go with Tank first. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis to me, I'm gonna start calling this nigga Timid Tank. That's his new motherfucking nickname with me, Timid Tank. Because real talk, let's keep it 100. When was the last time we was able to talk about Gervonta Davis, Timid Tank, in a good light? Now, I'm not talking about knocking out some motherfucking bum that he's supposed to knock out, right? When was the last time we was actually able to talk about Timid Tank in a good light? Man, Tank he did this or he just did that. Or Tank, when was the last time? And like I said, I'm not talking about him going out there knocking out a motherfucker that he is a 10-1 favorite to do so, that he's supposed to do. When was the last time he did some shit just special in the game to where we could actually come and talk about it? I want to know. He not doing shit. All he doing is fighting motherfuckers that we don't want to see him fight, acting like a pure stone cold bitch. That's what it is, right? He's a grown man now. Ain't no more taking up for Tank. I'm done with that shit. He's a grown. I don't give a fuck how good he is. I don't care how talented he is until he get in the ring, until he start moving like a real man. He on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, talking all type of shit. And he always get to deleting tweets and shit. What type of nigga do that? If you was gonna delete this shit, you should have picked up your motherfucking phone and typed it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a grown-ass man. I don't want to hear, well, it Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather. Nah, Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, nothing. You a grown man. Leonard Ellerbe nor Floyd Mayweather can't make Tank do a motherfucking thing. They can't. So all of this blank, I told y'all, if he signs back with TMT Promotions, if he continue to do business with them, he signed back with them, it ain't going to be no more blaming it on Floyd and Leonard. Now, news also came out that Gilbert, what's his name? Mendoza of the WBA, right? What's his name? Gilberto Mendoza.
Something like that.
The president of the WBA came out and said the reason he didn't order Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis for that WBA is because Floyd and them, right? His team told him basically, you bet not do that. If you do that, we're going to drop your stinking ass belt. You bet not order this fight between Tank and Devin Haney. Now, we know that Devin Haney got obligations, but that don't have nothing to do with them ordering the fight.
What?
Mendoza came out and exposed Tank. Yeah, nah, we ain't gonna put it on. We're not gonna put it on Floyd and Leonard no more. We're not doing that. I'm not doing that. Never no more. You will hear me say, "Oh well, man, it's because of Floyd and Leonard. It's Floyd and Leonard." No,
in the words,
signed. Everything is on Tank now. So Mendoza exposed it and said, "Hey, the reason we didn't order it is because they said, hey, you bet not do it. If you do that, we're going to drop your motherfucking belts." No. Don't order nothing. And he told him. He told them.
Oh, shit.
So, all you motherfucking Tank lovers, right? I'm fucking with Tank. Even though I've always held Tank, right? I've always held him accountable for things, right? I still show Tank love. I'm sick of this nigga now. You can't continue to move like a motherfucking bitch and think I'm gonna be cool. No, I don't like the nigga no more. No.
Come to the dark side, my brother.
No. You know what I'm saying?
Come to the dark side, my brother.
You can say whatever you want to say. It ain't hate, it's real.
Come on,
I don't like niggas like that.
Come on, family.
And now he's trying to make excuses. Oh man, he gonna tell Devin Haney, man, I'd rather fight to get asses in the seats than fight for belts. Nigga, you been fighting for motherfucking belts and trophies your whole motherfucking career. Now you want to make an excuse. Oh man, I don't fight for belts. Now you want to make an excuse you don't fight for belts so you can have a way out of fighting the toughest competition. No, I don't like that nigga. I don't like niggas like that. I don't fuck with that nigga no more. Straight up and down. He been moving like a bitch for years and years and years and years. I'm sick of that shit. If everybody moved like that in boxing, would we get any fights that we want? Would we get any fights that we want? What if Errol Spence moved like that? I guarantee you we wouldn't have seen no Errol Spence and goddamn Kell Brook. We wouldn't have seen no Errol Spence in motherfucking whoever. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, if Manny Pacquiao moved like that, we wouldn't have seen none of those great fights. If Floyd moved like that, see, a lot of people say, "Oh man, he's just using the Floyd blueprint." No, he's not. Floyd fought everybody. And the guys that Floyd had to fight when he was older, he wanted to fight them when he was pretty boy. Floyd was trying to fight Costa Zoo. Floyd was trying to fight motherfucking Shane Mosley when they was young. Floyd was trying to fight De La Hoya when he was younger.
Key. What are the splits if the WBA mandates the fight? That's just my question.
I don't give a damn about none of it.
You gotta negotiate first, and then after 30 days,
with Gervonta Davis, bro, is shit stacked on shit on top of more 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 shit. And I'm sick of this shit. That's what it is, bro. I'm not trying to hear no more excuses for this dude. Until he get in the ring, right? I'm not changing my stance on Tank Davis until he gets in the ring and he fights some motherfucking body. Other than that, bro, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Act like a motherfucking man. Stop talking shit and deleting tweets and going behind the scenes, you and your team, you know, basically, the belts don't mean nothing. This motherfucker trying to change the mentality of every fighter that's coming up behind him. I don't like that shit because what they doing, he's watering down the motherfucking sport, right? He's watering down the sport. In 10 years from now, if the shit that he doing stick, imagine what the sport of boxing gonna be 10 years from now.
Welcome.
I don't like that shit, bro.
Welcome, Key. Welcome. I've been said this.
You know what I'm saying?
Welcome.
And motherfuckers
Finally.
say, "Oh, you hating on Tank." You hating
Welcome.
on. I was always fucking with Tank. I was just like, you know, I would tell you if I didn't like some shit that he did that he was doing, but man, he didn't did enough for me. I'm not fucking with dude.
Oh, you finally got enough.
He
In
didn't
the
do
words,
enough for me. I'm
not a
not fucking with
WBA done exposed them. In the mortal words of KQKC, who I see is in the building. Wow, 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 wow. Now y'all starting to understand what I've been saying. Now y'all understand I've been fucking saying this shit. He fucked the sport up. Now y'all understand motherfucker don't want to fight the best and want to keep having soft touches and fucking stealing y'all fucking money. I've been telling y'all this shit forever now. Now y'all fucking understand. Now you're going to come up. The WBA done exposed that bullshit. We going to drop your belt. Well, I still blame they fucking ass because they should have said, well, you know what? Fuck it, drop it then. That's what they should have did. I've been fucking saying this bullshit about Tank, about Canelo, all these motherfuckers that don't want to fight the fucking best and give us these bullshit ass fights. I've been saying it. I don't respect them. And I love their fucking ability in the ring. But if you not fucking giving the fans what they want to see or giving us fights where it's a 50-50 fight, it's a close fight, we don't know who gonna win, or you not putting yourself at risk in these fights with these fucking mediocre fighters, I don't fuck with you. That's just who it is. It is what it is. And I'm not gonna buy your shit. You keep giving me bullshit, I'm not gonna buy that bullshit. I've been saying it forever. Finally, you done had enough. That's all. It just took you to have enough, Keon. It just took you to have enough. I've been had enough. My patience is short for bull motherfuckers who move like that. My patience been short because I'm not going to keep waiting and have to say this fucking 2 more years down the line. Well, his next fight, you know, maybe we'll see who he fight next. Let's wait and see who he fight next. How many times we done did that, Keith?
Well, I've been arguing with money about well, next time. But I've been doing this shit for so I'm saying ain't no more next time.
That's it. I've been said that shit. I've been said it. Now they done come out and said Floyd and them threatened to drop the fucking belts because he don't want to put him at risk. His money is at risk. He pimping. Nigga pimping. Straight up. Nigga pimping. Listen, I'm going to let my host sucker dig this big. But see them niggas with this? Don't fuck with them. You understand? We not fucking with them. See, and that's what he's doing. He pimping, baby. So he getting his fucking bread off of Tank because Floyd's gonna sit here and tell y'all, oh, if that's all the fighters you think I got, motherfucker, where are your fighters, nigga? Because you ain't been putting them on, you ain't been showing them. Where is your TMT fight? We got Rolly and fucking Tank. That's it. Who else, nigga? Because you ain't displaying these motherfuckers that you talking about you got. And then you're gonna talk about, well, you see, when you see the PBC, then that's me too. Nigga, you're lying, nigga. Stop that line. You might have a little investment in PBC, but don't sit here and talk about like you fucking just pulling the strings, because we know that's bullshit, right? Now, like I told y'all, I've been saying this shit forever. Now y'all finally starting to fucking come to the realization. Anybody that move like that, I don't fuck with you. Until you fight motherfuckers that gonna give you a challenge, I don't fuck with you. Period. That's it. I'm glad yo.
And with me, it ain't got shit to do with Devin Haney. This shit ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking Devin Haney. This shit got everything to do with Gervonta Davis and how he move when it comes to everything he do. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Devin proved
this man literally can fight pretty much anybody he want to. It ain't fault none of them.
Absolutely, bro.
And he said out of his own mouth, "Hey, I ain't never went to Floyd and Leonard behind the scenes and asked for no fight. I just take what they give me." Recently, in a recent interview that Coach Calvin did with Blue Blood, Calvin said, "Well, Tank fights for the money. He don't fight for Tank. All Tank care about is that bread, is to getting that bag." He says, "You know, we company man, so we just waiting to see what they put on our table for our next fight.
You know
We
how
company man, we do what we told to do." That's what he said. All we do is we're just sitting back and waiting to see who they bring to us for our next fight. We company man. We do.
Why he doing that? But why he doing that, Keith? Why they waiting on who the fuck they gonna bring to him when I thought you was done with Mayweather promotion?
Right. But the thing about it though, when I told everybody, when I was doing live after live, making videos, explaining to everybody, he re-signed. Yeah. He's back with TMT. They came in here and argued me up and down, told me I was capping, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, but ain't now one of these niggas came and said, "You know what? I was wrong. You was right." Knockout ain't never said it. Money Brown TV ain't never said it. Motherfucking Zenith 360 ain't never said it. And I can go on and on. Ain't nobody never came in here and said, "You know what? You was right all along."
You and Coach was right. You
best dad ever never said it. Problem. What y'all gonna do if Tank fuck around? What y'all gonna do when Tank lead the sport? That's what I want to know.
They gonna jump on somebody. They gonna jump on somebody else that they like. That's all. And they gonna ride with them motherfuckers. They can fuck them in the ass. They don't care. They gonna ride with them. I'm not doing
KQ. Wow. KC Boxing Network in the building.
I told you.
Yeah. I fuck and KQ just like us. He gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah.
KQ gonna tell it like it is for sure. Greg Abernathy says it is sad Tank have the talent to beat anybody, but will not showcase his real skills, bro. And to me, right, you can't convince me that, yeah, he do have a shitload of talent, right? I was actually watching a lot of his old fights. Yesterday, they were showing a lot of his old fights on PBC, right? And he has all the talent. He got the skills. He can do it all, right? But I continue to tell people he don't have the confidence in himself. He don't have that utmost confidence in himself, because when he fighting against lower tier competition, go back and watch his fights against like Jesus Cuellar and that dude over there in the UK, and watch how he fights, right? Them, and then watch how he fights somebody else. Like when he move up in competition, different. He fight in spurts. When he fighting them, he wasn't fighting them in spurts. He letting his hands go. High output. That's confidence. He don't have the confidence in himself. Like I'm not gonna say that he don't have no confidence in himself, but he don't have the confidence that his fans, his top fans, try to act like he don't have that confidence. And Floyd know that. Floyd know that, bro. Man, Floyd is smarter than y'all niggas think he do. Think he is. He's very smart.
Look
and
what
he knows what Tank can do, and he knows what Tank struggle with.
Look at the best dad ever. What you say? He told Jake Grant that saying he got bitch in him. Where we from and be more saying that will get you touched. They got bitch niggas in every state of the union.
Up. Bro,
bitch niggas in every state of the union.
My thing is I understand you from BMO, bro, but if that man ain't paying you, you can't take up for shit that's facts. Like if your nigga that you kick it with every day, if he fucking up, I expect you to tell him, bro, you ain't moving right. You're wrong.
You bad in these streets, nigga.
You wrong. You looking bad out here. But see, you're not doing that with Tank. Just like Canelo fans, and I'm gonna get on their ass next.
Yes,
like,
sir.
bro, these fighters ain't paying you nothing to fucking, you know what I'm saying, to protect them and cradle them. They're not paying you nothing. You actually paying them. You the ones that's fucking paying to see them.
And
they're not paying you to get on here and cap for them. That's
and
why
giving you shit fights. And you enjoying
all these fighters to the same motherfucking standards. I'm not getting paid by none of these fighters to get on here in cap form. So best dad ever. If you don't have no check from Gervonta Tank Davis, you might need to think about that too. Because wrong is if you're moving fucked up, you're moving fucked up. You ain't got to try to take up for everything that Tank Davis do and people call it out. That ain't your duty, bro. And like Coach said, it's bitch niggas everywhere.
In every fucking 50 states and across the world. You got bitch niggas everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? And I always go back to what my brother Batman used to say, right? Batman used to say all the time. He used to say, look, I know Shorty since he was coming up. Like, you know what I'm saying? We been on Shorty. And he said, Shorty got a lot of bitch in his blood. Just because he can fight, just because he got a lot of talent, don't mean that he ain't no bitch. Batman used to say that shit all the time. Niggas would get mad, but he was real about what he was saying. Just because he can fight, just because he got a whole lot of talent, don't mean he ain't no bitch. And I'm not finna blame this shit on Floyd and Leonard because, hey, they've been moving you the same way. They haven't changed your whole career since you was 20 years old, right? 7 years later, you have a chance to say, you know what? I actually do want some of these fights. But you looked at the situation and said, you know what? I don't really want none of these fights. I want the money, though. So I'm going to go right back to where I came from because I want the money. I don't really want these motherfucking fights. People can say what they want to say. And that's just what it is.
You know what get me? Then you gonna fucking come in there and you gonna talk about, Eastside Cruz fucking insulted. I talked about this shit earlier on my live. You sit here and you talk about Tank Davis, so you can bring a belt back to fucking Mexico. And then Devin chime in and say, what are you talking about? Well, you just insulted the undisputed champion, bro. You should be trying to fight him. But you want to fight Tank for what? What's the reason? You make more money fighting Devin. That's already proven. It's already a fact. Why y'all don't fuck with Devin Haney? Why y'all not trying to make that fight with Devin Haney? You just insulted boxing. No man should be bigger than the sport. Period. We already saw where that led to. We see what it leads to. Trying to have somebody bigger than the sport. You know, so it's going the same way with fucking Canelo Alvarez. One man being bigger than the sport. And what happens? What happens? You don't get the fights you want. That's what the fuck happened when they allow one man to be bigger than the sport. We don't get what we want. And that's what's going on with Tank Davis and Canelo Alvarez. They get, and then thing about it is they tell you to your face, we're going to fuck you and you're going to like it.
Right.
We're going to take your fucking hard-earned money and fight a bullshit fight. And guess what, motherfucker? You gonna like it. Well, not this guy. You're a lie. I'm gonna call it out for what it is. You're not gonna fucking piss down my leg and tell me it's raining. Fuck no. Y'all out your fucking minds. But you have the diehards who fucking just sit there, take it up the ass, keep on letting them fucking anally rape your ass and take your fucking money, and y'all happy about it because Tank got a knockout. Yeah, but look who he fought. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I see knockouts all the time. Every weekend we see
let me read this.
Somebody
real quick. I'm gonna let you cook. Let me read this super chat. I think I missed. My man Greg Abernathy, salute in the building. He says, "It is sad Tank have the talent to beat anybody, but will not showcase his real skills." You know what I'm saying? And this shit is, like I said, bro, I'm fed up with it. It ain't no more taking up for Tank to me. And I hear what you're saying. Best dad ever. But the thing is, bro, is niggas that move, is dudes that move like suckers in every city. It ain't your duty to take up for everything in Baltimore. Because Baltimore, I guarantee you, ain't taking care of you like that. Straight up and down. If you fucked up in your city, you just gonna be in your city fucked up. You are not the mayor of Baltimore. You don't have to take this don't have nothing to do with Baltimore. This got to do with boxing.
But it's not the only thing.
Davis happens to be from Baltimore, and I understand that you're a huge fan of Tank. But bro, listen, wrong is wrong.
Best dad ever. It's not about does he have talent? Can he fight? That ain't got nothing to do with being a bitch. But if you moving like a motherfucking bitch, you acting like a bitch. Point blank, period. You acting like a fucking bitch. If you're not fighting the best, you're acting like a bitch and have opportunities. You have opportunities. Did you not just hear what we said? The WBA offered to make to mandate this fight with Devin Haney, who has all the belts. And they said, no, we're going to drop your belt if you make that happen. You're telling me that's not acting like a bitch? That's what you're telling me in a sport? Really? Regardless of your talent. You telling me that's not acting like a bitch? Explain that one to me, best dad ever. Explain how that's not acting like a bitch. I need an explanation about that. You got a chance to fight the undisputed champion of the world, but you said, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna drop your belt. Tell me they ain't acting like a bitch. Explain how that's not acting like a bitch. Go ahead. I'm waiting for you to get your little typewriter going.
Shit crazy. And while we doing that, let's switch to Canelo, man. You know what I'm saying?
Another one acting like a bitch.
Because Canelo, he another one that got a lot of talent, can fight his ass off, but move like a pure bitch.
One second, Keith. One second. If we send you that proof, then you gonna say he acting like a bitch? Since no niggas in Baltimore act like bitches? Are you gonna say that? That's all I got to say. If we send you the proof and where Mendoza said the shit, then you gonna say he acting like a bitch? Yes or no?
But see, the thing is, right? Canelo a move like that, and then they'll tell you that he a sucker and he a duck. Tank could do it because they like him, and they're gonna take up for it 100 miles an hour. So now let's talk about and it go both ways, vice versa. Right. You know what I'm saying? Go both ways, vice versa. Now, another thing that's really been pissing me off, and y'all hit the like button, and salute to my brother Blue Blood Sports TV in the building, putting in work. Another thing that's been pissing me off, right? Check this out. Another thing that's been pissing me off is that Canelo Alvarez, bro.
Here we go.
Canelo, we know what Canelo said, right? We know what he said, that he not fighting no more Mexicans. We talked about that on Monday, right? We talked about, or what was it, Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. We chopped it up about that shit on Tuesday, right? Now, my thing is, I already know how the fans are going to move, right? The fans are going to take up for anything that he does. They're going to cap for that shit all day. They're going to make excuses. Oh, well, he can do what he want to, and the reason he's not fighting Mexicans is because it's a pride thing, whatever the fuck whatever excuse they want to make, right? But I'm listening to all of the Mexican fighters, and I'm like, okay, what they going to say? And they're all making excuses for it, just like the fans. And that's the problem, is these fighters, they fucking fans too. You know what I'm saying? These fighters, all the Mexican fighters, they taking up for Canelo, making excuses on why he's doing it. Andrew Ruiz said some real shit and then caught himself. Andrew Ruiz said, well, you know, the reason is because shit, he knows that if you fight another Mexican, like, it's gonna be a tough ass fight. You fight another Mexican, it's gonna be a tough fight. You're not gonna have no easy fights if you fight another Mexican fighter. So, that's the reason. And then he come back, well, Canelo, he's earned his spot. He's earned to where he can, fight and fight whoever he wants to fight. He has the right to say that, and Canelo's on that level, this and that, and he has the right to fight whoever he wants to fight. And then I hear Isaac Cruz little ass. They asked him about the shit, right? He making excuses. Oh, well, it's because he wants to see, other countries go against each other. Like, all type of fucking excuses for Canelo. Not only the fans is doing it, the fighters is doing it now. Except for David Benavidez and his pops. Them the only ones that's keeping it 100, bro. Out of all these motherfucking fighters, David Benavidez and his pops is the only one that's keeping it real. He like, man, fuck all that Mexico shit and Mexican. He said, nah, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the best fights, some of the best fights in boxing history is with two Mexicans fighting each other. He says, we feel like that Canelo basically is just a bitch. He's scared. He's making excuses because he don't want to fight certain fighters. So his way out is to say, oh, well, I would fight David Benavidez, or I would fight Gilberto Zordo Ramirez, but I can't fight them because they're Mexican. I would go to Knockout Boxing 86 TV next Wednesday and have this debate with BFTB, but you know what? BFTB is black, and I'm not debating no other black dudes. So I would, but I can't. But I'll beat him if I did, but he's black. I can't do it. Some sucker ass shit like that. And it's crazy to hear people take up for this shit when deep down they know it's some bullshit. They know it's some bullshit. In the history of boxing, when have you heard a motherfucking Mexican fighter say, you know what? I'm not fighting no more Mexicans. The best thing you can do for another Mexican fighter is fight them and let them get a motherfucking payday. Help them feed their family. You're not helping shit. You taking away from them. You taking food off of their plate. Get this motherfucker up out of the sport. And Cassandra Mason. I never thought I'd say this shit, right? Never, and I've never been no Canelo. I wasn't no Canelo Alvarez hater. I didn't got on this camera. I didn't went back and forth taking up for Canelo. I didn't debated Coach. I didn't debated my brother Batman. I didn't debated 817. We could go on and on. I didn't took up for Canelo over and over and over, right? Now, you know what? I hope Triple G beat his motherfucking ass. Do I believe Triple G gonna beat him? But Cassandra, yeah, I hope Triple G beat his ass. I really do. I hope that Triple G beat his ass. I don't think that Triple G can beat him, no. Would I put my money on Triple G to beat him? No. But I wish that Triple G beat his motherfucking ass, right? Bring his ass back down to earth to where, you feel me? He can't say no shit like that and have his puppets run after, oh, man, he deserves. He can fight anybody he wants to fight. This is Canelo. What type of shit is that? You can't be no boxing fan and tell me some shit like that. You can't call yourself a boxing fan and tell me that you okay with Canelo Alvarez never fighting another Mexican. Bullshit. When you got a Mexican in your division that a lot of people say is his toughest fight. Straight up and down. Nah.
You finally starting to come on to the dark side, bro. Now they're gonna sit here. Can you imagine? Imagine if Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford said, "Nah, we're not gonna fight each other because I don't want to fight no other black, no African American." Do you know the shit they would take right now? Do you know the shit they would get right now if they say, you know what? I don't want to fight no African Americans. No person should be bigger than the fucking sport, man. None. Because this is what happens. We don't get what we want. The fan who paid the bill don't get what they want. I've been saying that shit. You understand? They always try to use Floyd fought everybody, bro. He fought 26 world champions. The motherfucker fought everybody. And guess what else? If the fight was close, what'd he do? What'd he do, Key? He run that bitch back. Right. If a motherfucker feel he didn't win that bitch, he run that bitch back. You ain't see Lara get a shot again, did you?
What's happening with it, Money? I see, hey, my brother Money, I see him in here with that bullshit.
He been in here with the bullshit.
I see Money in here with that bullshit.
He been in here with the bullshit. It don't matter. It is what it is. His fucking man is a fucking bitch. Point blank, period. He a fucking bitch. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. I call it like it is. I don't give a damn.
Both of them.
You understand? Both they fucking move like bitches, and I don't get down with that. Y'all can support bullshit if you want, Money Brown. Y'all can support whatever the fuck you want. I don't fucking give people my motherfucking money for shit that I don't want to see. Period. If you fucking scared, now what's gonna happen? So now David Benavidez, he about to fight a Scotty, another title eliminator. So what he gonna do? What y'all bitch ass dude gonna do? He gonna drop the belt? Because that's what he gonna have to do. He gonna drop the belt if he get past Triple G? Is he gonna drop that fucking belt? Then what y'all gonna make an excuse again, huh? Well, you know, he really ain't had to fight David Benavidez. Yeah, I know, because he's a bitch. You got a motherfucker. I fuck with fighters who want all the fucking smoke. Period. Who want to fight everybody. Who want to show that they are the best. That's what sports are about. All of a sudden, these belts don't mean nothing. He ain't talking about Devin trying to reach superstardom. Motherfucker, Devin is the fucking undisputed champion of the world. He got every fucking belt. The goal of boxing is to become the champion. When did the fuck this happen? The goal of boxing is to become the world champion. But when you got dumb fans who allow this shit and happy with, oh, he could fight anybody and still watch that bullshit, then this is what we get. This is what we get. We get bullshit fucking fights. But I'm not paying for that shit. I'm not doing it. Tank Davis will never get another fucking quarter from me. Canelo Alvarez never get another quarter from me until they fucking fight the people we want to see them fight. Point blank, period. That's how I feel about it. Now, you talking about coach wants some validation. So I don't need validation, motherfucker. I'm staying alone.
I don't need a motherfucker standing by me. I'm a one-man motherfucking army. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm
I
gonna
don't
speak my
understand
fucking
how you
mind.
try to defend shit like this.
They
You know what I'm
defend
saying?
that
I
shit.
don't understand, like, why is it y'all duty to try to defend this shit?
I don't give a fuck what Bill Haney capping or not. We know one thing: that fucking young man went across seas, took a lesson to become fucking great. You understand? So miss me with that bullshit. Oh, you talking about David ain't fought a 50-50 fight yet? He was the world champion. He lost his shit on the scale. Money Brown, what the fuck are you talking about? Nobody want to fight him. He can't get in there and fucking shadow box and make money. These motherfuckers don't want to fight him. They scared of this motherfucker, and you can see it. It's been shown.
What does that have to do with Canelo Alvarez saying that he'll never fight a whole race? A whole race.
Yeah.
That don't none of that shit don't have nothing to do with nothing. You letting this man tell you that no matter who comes up, you know, in the ranks, no matter who's there now, I can't fight him because I'm not fighting no more Mexicans.
You sit here and say undisputed champion and still chasing Tank. I wonder why. Because everyone said Tank is a fucking great fighter. He want to fight the best fighters. What the fuck don't you understand about that? Money Brown?
It's simple, coach. When you got Leonard Ellaby, right? But Tank Davis is the best fighter in the world. I mean, all these other fighters, they want to fight. And yeah, Tank Davis is the best fighter in the world. Okay, well, I'm in the same division you is. If you think that you're the best fighter in the world, if your promoter is telling everybody that you're the best fighter in the world, if your fans are saying that you can beat anybody from 130 to 140 pounds, well, I want to put that to the test because this is boxing. And you know what? It's a competition and I'm competitive. So I want to smoke.
And not only that, Keith, I got all the belts. I got all of them. Every fucking belt. I got them, motherfucker.
It ain't
you
about Devin Haney to me. To me, it's not about Devin Haney. It's about you are in it's supposed to be a sport, but shit, it's starting to look more like what Wilder said it is. It ain't a sport, it's a motherfucking business. Because these dudes don't have a competitive bone in their motherfucking body no more. You know what I'm saying? They just taking the competition out of the game. I don't even know if I want to call it a sport no more. They taking the competition out of the game. What if, Money, I want you to take up for this. What if Terrence Crawford said, you know what? I'm not fighting no more black fighters ever again. So I can't give y'all this Errol Spence fight because I'm not fighting no more black fighters. Would you be cool with that? Would you be cool with that? If Errol Spence told you he's not fighting no more black fighters or Terrence Crawford, however you want to see it, would you be cool with that? I miss your super chat. I got you. My bad. Let me find it. And my man, Matai Yoel, salute to you, man. I appreciate you coming in, always showing love and support to the channel. And y'all hit the like button. If you come in the building and you haven't smashed the like button yet, smash on the like button. That's all I'm saying. Y'all ain't even got to answer that to me, right? Because I already know Money, he ain't going to answer that shit straight up and down. I know my brother Money. I know him. He ain't going to answer that shit straight, right? Ain't nobody going to answer that shit. Just ask yourself that. If Terrence Crawford said, you know what? The reason that these negotiations is not going to happen, right, is because Errol Spence is black, and I don't ever want to, and I'm not ever fighting another black fighter ever again. You see what I'm saying? I'm never fighting another black fighter ever again. Ask yourself would y'all be cool with that. Don't answer it to me because I don't want to hear the bullshit. Just ask yourself that, and you know what the answer going to be.
Well, we wouldn't hear the fucking end of it. And the thing about it is, what's fucked up, Keon? The mainstream media don't even say shit to him about it. What? What do you mean? So in other words, you'll never fight David Benavidez because he's Mexican? Well, he's Ecuadorian also, so I guess you can fight him, huh? You know, you sit here and say you want fucking Zerto to win so that you don't have to fight Bivol again. You want Zerto to win, so you don't, because you're not gonna fight Zerto because he's a Mexican. But that's not bitch shit. Y'all agree with this? Canelo fans, you agree with that? So, in other words, Canelo's not gonna fight any black fighters who's undefeated, who's a threat to him, right? He's not fighting them. He's not fighting Jamal Charlo. He's not fighting motherfucking Demetrius Andre. You're not fighting no Mexican fighters, so you're not fighting David Benavidez. So who? Oh, you just gonna fight white fighters? Is that it? Is that the way this sport is supposed to be now? Because he's not gonna fight Jamal Charlo, he's not gonna fight Boo Boo Andre, and he's not gonna fight David Benavidez. All the fights that we want to see, you're not gonna fight none of those guys because
he got what's the dude name? Goddamn, the one that fought Daniel Jacobs last. So we know who he fight next. Then what's the dude that fought Daniel Jacobs last?
Zach Park, not Zach Park.
No. Goddamn, John Ryder.
John Ryder. Yeah.
So we know he want to fight John Ryder next.
Man, that's a good fight, man. Shoot, that's a good fight.
Man, he beat Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah, man,
Ryder beat Daniel Jacobs. Man. I can hear Money Brown right now. I can hear my brother Money.
No,
he beat Daniel Jacobs. Well, Daniel Jacobs was the champion, wasn't he? He was a champion, wasn't he?
Yeah. And you know what else they're gonna say after that, Kia? Well, you know what? Let's see what he do after this fight. We've been hearing the same fucking story with him and Tank Davis. We've been hearing the shit for the last fucking years. That's
the first thing there. But Floyd Mayweather. Why they always come up with that shit? But Floyd Mayweather. But man, Canelo but Floyd Mayweather. That's the first thing. But Floyd Mayweather.
Money, I told you Bibble was gonna whip his fucking ass. You didn't think I was gonna fucking pick Zerto over? Who gives a fuck if he fights Zerto or not? I want him to come in 168 and get that ass whipped by that fucking Mexican, you Ecuadorian monster. Come fucking defend your belt, bitch. Stop running. Come defend your fucking belt. You understand? That's what I want. Let me see him fucking fight David Benavidez, and I'll shut the fuck up about Canelo Alvarez. I'm gonna have to shut up about him because he's gonna get retired that fucking night. David Benavidez is gonna beat the fucking sleeves off of him. That's what's gonna happen. I promise you that. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen.
And like I said,
we'll never know because he don't fight no Mexican fighters because he's a little bitch ass dude. So
and like I said, I'm not necessarily giving all these fighters just a guaranteed win over Canelo. That ain't how I'm coming at the shit. But at the end of the day, you can clearly see that he don't want to put himself in fights that he think that he could possibly lose. He don't want to put himself in fights to where it's a dangerous opponent, to where it's a 50-50 type fight. You can see it. Sound like somebody else to me. Sound like Tank Davis too. That's why they like each other. That's exactly why Canelo loved Tank and Tank loved Canelo.
Bro, this shit is
they go together good. You know what I'm saying? They go together.
Give up the belts then, bro. Give up the fucking belts. That's what I'm saying. Just drop the fucking belts, bro. If you're not gonna fight nobody that fucking of relevance, give up the belts. Cause we don't supposed to be the fucking man. You got all the belts at 168, all this bullshit, and we know how that happened. So just give up the belts, man. Fuck that. He ain't gonna fucking fight David, none of that. So if Canelo, no. What you mean we not pushing? David Benavidez trying to fight every fucking body, man. What are you talking about, Money Brown? David want all the smoke with everybody. Nobody want to fight him. Morrell opened his mouth. He fucking told him, motherfucker, let's get it in. What happened? Morrell backed out. Charlo ran his mouth. Bitch, let's get it in. What happened? He backed out. Who the fuck Caleb Plant fight? He fighting Anthony Durrell next. He should have jumped his ass back up in that fucking ring with motherfucking David Benavidez. Why it didn't happen? Huh? Because he knew what was gonna happen to his ass. All of these dudes running from David Benavidez, everybody who can't see it, then you blind. David Morrell didn't want no smoke. He opened his mouth, and guess what happened? Benavidez checked his ass. Motherfucker, let's make the fight. What happened? Nope, we ain't doing that. That's what happened. So he can't fight by himself unless you want to pay money or watch David Benavidez fucking beat up on a heavy bag or fucking sit in the ring and fight by himself. So now he gotta fight Uskadagi because he trying to stay active. Fuck, he trying to get it. He trying to fight whoever want to fight him. Nobody want to fight the fucking man.
Who Benavidez fighting?
Yeah, he gonna end up fighting Uskadagi next.
That's what they said.
Yeah. So if that happened, fine. But we know one thing.
It's crazy that this, you know what I'm saying, that man can't get no motherfucking fight, bro. That shit is just boxing. That's boxing. That's boxing. It's crazy that David Benavidez can't get none of these motherfuckers to fight him.
Bro. And then want to talk about, well, they need to fight each other. Well, if you can't make a motherfucker, you can't melt and pour a motherfucker in the ring with this dude. This dude been trying to fight everybody.
And like I said, when was the last time Canelo had like a real mandatory?
Man, well, now he don't have to. The other sanctioning bodies going along with the bullshit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy how they changed the rules according to who you are. When was the last time Canelo had a real mandatory? I ain't talking about nobody like a fucking Abner Yildirim or somebody, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think that was his mandatory, but I'm just saying, when was the last time he had a real mandatory? Because I know David Benavidez was his mandatory on 2 separate occasions. We ain't heard nothing about it, though. That shit disappeared in the wind as fast as it came.
Well, we wouldn't have got, if fighters from Mexico act like that, we wouldn't have got the fucking Barrera, Morales fight.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Bro, we wouldn't have got none of those.
Caleb Plant was not no Canelo Alvarez mandatory. Canelo was coming for Caleb Plant's belt. What you talking about, bro?
Yeah, that's what it is, money. I can't keep their names out of my mouth because they better fighters than my. Well, you know how I feel about that, Money Brown. If that's the case, prove that they better than my favorite fighters, bro. My fighter's willing to fight anybody. Your fighter's not. Your fighters just keep on sticking their finger up your booty and taking your money. That's what they doing you, Money Brown.
Best dad ever said, preach. Yeah, because he showed up in here acting like a motherfucking lying-ass preacher.
Yeah. They just keep on bending you over and taking your money, Money Brown.
Plate and shit, lying to your ass.
Yeah. So you support that. I don't support that, Money Brown. I don't support bitch-ass dudes. I don't give a fuck. If any one of the fighters that I like start acting like they act, I'm gonna fucking drop their ass too and start calling them out. Yeah,
let me get to Dundada ass, right? So Dundada says that Caleb Plant was Canelo Alvarez's mandatory, which makes no motherfucking sense because Canelo Alvarez was going after Caleb Plant's strap. Make no motherfucking sense, right? Then he comes back and say, oh, well, they said that they was counting it as a mandatory for Canelo. Bro, what the fuck that sound like? Oh, yeah, we're going to count that as a mandatory for Canelo Alvarez. Oh, shit.
How you gonna count it?
Like I said, he made my point for me. He made my point for me. They let him do whatever he want to do, and they changed the rules for him anytime they feel like it. You just made my point for me, you goddamn idiot. You made my whole point for me.
Bro, I'm not even gonna sit here and entertain you. I'm not entertaining you.
You just made my whole point for me. That's it. When I said that they changed the rules, right? And they do whatever he wants them to do. You just made my whole point for me, bro.
We're not worried about anything, bro. We're not worried about anything. But this is boxing. We are here to talk about boxing. And these dudes come up because of the fact that they don't want to fucking fight everybody, man.
See, the best dad ever, he don't even want to take up for Canelo. But see, he can't come and go against the grain because he been doing so much fucking capping for Tank. He doing so much capping for Tank, right? So he trying to make it like, oh man, y'all care about Canelo. Y'all care about Canelo so much. Man, come on, man. Go on with that fake ass shit.
He's in the news. He's in the news for saying that he's not going to fight
that fake ass shit because you know good and so motherfucking well you think that Canelo moving like a bitch too.
Yeah. Now they feelings hurt.
You think Canelo moving like a bitch too. He just trying to do that shit because he mad. He mad, you know what I'm saying? Because we was on Tank helmet.
Man, I'm on both of them motherfuckers. Man, fuck y'all. How about that? Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. I said it. They act like bitches. Yeah, fuck y'all. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. These motherfuckers acting like bitches. Y'all support that bullshit. I don't. That's it. I don't give a fuck. Nah. Y'all don't like it? Fucking prove me wrong. Grab the fucking link. Drop a link and y'all fucking prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying. Prove me fucking wrong. Where am I wrong in a sport we don't want to see the best fight the best? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What? Bro, I always say this shit, though.
I'm telling you, man, these
I must be
boxing
in the
fans is
motherfucking
something
bizarro
else, bro.
world, bro. Because coming up in sports, you compete against the best. That's just the way sports are supposed to be. But you motherfuckers happy? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Man, fuck y'all. Whoever don't like what I'm saying, fuck y'all. How about that? Nah. Y'all motherfuckers full of shit,
boxing
man.
fans
Some
is a
bullshit.
trip. That's why I say, man, that's why I be fucking with UFC too, because UFC, you never hear fans like UFC, the fans gonna keep it 100. If you in that number 2, number 3 slot, the fans are demanding that shit, and that's it, bro.
Then I'm
Boxing
hating.
fans, like I said, man, boxing fans, they like I was when I was a fan as a kid growing up. You know, like as a kid, you had a favorite fighter. Like I'm gonna give y'all an example, right? And this is how Best Dad Ever act in Money Brown and you know all these super duper goddamn fans, right? They act like I did when I was a kid growing up. I remember when Evander Holyfield was my favorite fighter. Like Evander Holyfield was everything to me, right? I remember in '92 when Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe was announced. Right? When it was announced, when they were supposed to fight the first Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe. Now, I knew Riddick Bowe real good because my pops was a big Riddick Bowe fan. My pops was always telling me.
Me too.
My pops was always telling me, hey, this boy, Keon, this boy Bowe, he a problem. He's a problem. And Riddick Bowe was coming up through the ranks, he knocking everybody off, right? Smashing everybody. Now, he got to fight Holyfield. I'm a huge Holyfield fan. And my pops was telling me, hey, he going to beat Holyfield. And I did not want them to fight. I didn't want that fight to happen.
I did, boy.
I didn't want that fight to happen because you know why? Because I was terrified to see Evander Holyfield take an L. You know, Holyfield wasn't taking no L's at that point in time. I was terrified that Evander Holyfield was gonna get beat by Riddick Bowe. I didn't want to see that shit. Well, as I got older, shit, it's competition. I want to see the best versus the best. But they still act like I did back in 1992 when I was a kid. They still act like that to this day. And that's the real problem. They don't want to see their favorite fighter take that L. They don't.
Dundada, didn't you fucking hear me talking about Charlo earlier? I fucking get on his helmet too. Fuck him too. You opened your fucking mouth and arranged your fucking talk shit to David Benavidez. He checked your bitch ass and then you backed out your last fucking fight. Fuck him too. I don't fuck with him either. I fuck with Jamal. I don't fuck with Jamal. So don't sit here and tell me that bullshit. Andre fucking duck this Janibek fight and whatever. I'm gonna jump on his ass too, Dundada. I don't discriminate, motherfucker. I don't discriminate. I fucking get on every motherfucker who don't move right and supposed to be a competitor in the sport of boxing. I don't give a fuck. I don't know none of these people, boy. Only thing I got to combat dumb shit is my voice. That's it. That's it. That's all I got to combat stupidity and dumb shit and people supporting dumb shit. All I got is my voice.
I was different with Roy. Like, to me, I didn't think that Roy was beatable. I didn't think that nobody could beat Roy. But see, the thing with Holyfield was small. Riddick Bowe, back then, he was a huge heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Now he wouldn't have been a huge heavyweight. But back then, Riddick Bowe was a huge heavyweight. He was towering over Holyfield. That shit scared me. I said, man, that shit scared. But that was, to me, that's one of my top 5 all-time favorite fights. Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield. The first one.
Bro, that shit was they all of their fights was classics, bro. That was fucking classics.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. But
That
I
was
ain't gonna
well
lie. When I was
motherfucking
growing up,
fights.
bro, I didn't want to see my favorite fighter fight that other killer. That shit used to terrify me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to see them take no L. But these men, these grown-ass men, they act like I did when I was a kid. That's how they feel. That shit terrified them to know that they gonna have to wake up on Sunday morning and Canelo might have another L on his record. Or Tank Davis might have an L on his record. They don't want to see that shit, bro. That shit terrifying.
Yeah. Here we go. Since I've been hearing this fucking guy up in here saying that, where's the article?
Oh, yeah. Put up the article so motherfucking best dad ever could shut that shit down.
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
So he can shut all that capping down. Mr. De Niro, what's happening with it?
It was on, which one it was on? It was on the Zone News. It was on one of them. I'm trying to find it. I'm going to pull that shit up. I'm going to post it.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying the whole time, Mr. De Niro. Tank moving just like Canelo. But why are we like, just say that you a fan of you. I wouldn't even have a problem, right? If y'all come out and say, you know what? I ain't really no big boxing fan like that. I just, I got a couple fighters I like and I'm rocking with them through thick and thin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a fan of the sport of boxing. I just got a couple fighters I like. Then, cool. I'm cool with it because you ain't really a fan of the sport. You admitting that you not. You admitting that you just a fan of certain fighters. That's it.
I'm looking for that article where Leonard Ellaby and them pretty much told the WBA they was going to drop the belt if they mandated that fight.
To his email.
Huh?
He said send it to his email.
You saw that. Man, what article it was?
Best dad ever. I hope they got you on the payroll for real. Hey, I hope they got you on the payroll for real, man, because you out here, you've been doing some serious stepping for Tank. You've been doing some serious damage control. Motherfucking,
you see money?
I hope you on his PR team.
You see money? You see money? Huh? Nigga, you ain't trying to do nothing but press buttons. You can say all that bullshit, but ain't no way you can dispute what the fuck we saying. No way. Regardless of you can't dispute nothing we saying up here, bro. There's no defense. There's no defense. In the opposite words of Johnny Cochran, the glove fit, motherfucker. We ain't acquitting, motherfucker. We convicted. We convicted, motherfucker.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Tank? And I'ma fly when I get some motherfucking wings. I'ma fly when I get wings because in order for Tank to do all this extraordinary shit that you saying and Canelo to do all this extraordinary shit, they gotta fight him. And that ain't gonna happen. You not gonna see it, I'm not gonna see it because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Canelo, you ain't gonna fucking be able to fucking melt Canelo and pour him in there with that fucking dude, bro. That dude know they can't fuck with that dude, man. That's why they not fighting him. Otherwise, they would have fought him, man. They would have took that $100 million instead of taking $85 million. But he a businessman. What fucking businessman turned down $15 million extra to go take a fucking touch on the other side of the street? You two fight deal, 2-fight deal. 2-fight deal, one worth 100 million, one worth 85 million.
I mean, but at the end of the day, man, if you're a real boxing fan, you're not gonna take up for bullshit like this from Tank or Canelo Alvarez or anybody else that move like this, anybody else in the sport that's, doing fuck ass shit like this. You ain't gonna take up for it. If you're a real boxing fan, you want to see the best fighters fight the best competition, whether it's your favorite fighter or your least favorite fighter. That's just what it is. That's what I want to see. Yeah, Jonathan Simon. Holyfield versus Kwawi. One, that was the first fight that I really, you know what I'm saying, as a kid can remember watching that got me into boxing. That's why Holyfield was my favorite fighter. That was that was when they were 15 strong rounds. And then they ran it back and Holyfield stopped him.
So saying shit been debunked. So it's debunked that Canelo say he not fighting no Mexican fighters. When did that happen? Tell me when that got debunked. I want to hear that, Money Brown. Answer that question. So it's been debunked. When it just happened in his training camp, he said he wants Zerto to win. And will he fight Bivol if Bivol lose? No, I'm not going to fight Bivol again. Well, are you going to fight Zerto? No, I'm not going to fight any Mexican fighters. So debunk that. Go ahead. Tell me that's been debunked.
Well, let's because Dundada said a real boxing fan is not going to ignore the good things that he did in boxing, right? So I guess he means the people that he beat, the competition that he fought, right? And let's just talk about it real quick before I wrap this up. Let's talk about it real quick before I wrap it up, right? Hold on. So we're gonna start from, because if the shoe fit, you gotta wear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if shit continues to happen over and over and over with the same person, it's not a coincidence. Now, let's start from, hold on. I mean, I'm just gonna go to the big names, right? Because all these dudes is okay. Let's start from the first big name that Canelo ever fought. He fought Shane Mosley, right? Shane Mosley was how old in 2012? How old was Shane Mosley in 2012? Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. I know he was up there. You know what I'm saying? I know he was up there. Let me see. 1971. Hold on. How old was Shane Mosley in 2012? Hold on. Shane Mosley was 41 years old, right? Canelo Alvarez fought Shane Mosley. He was 41 years old. You feel me? 41 years old in 2012. So that man fought, that's the first big name he fought, is Shane Mosley. Okay? He fought Austin Trout. Austin Trout at the time had came off a win against Cotto. Now, a lot of people thought that Austin Trout won that fight. It was a very close fight. So I'm going to give him credit for beating Austin Trout. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him credit for beating Austin Trout. No problem with that. Like I said, I'm not a Canelo hater. I'm going to give credit when credit is due. He fought 37. What is it? Floyd was like, what, 37? 37-year-old Floyd Mayweather and lost every round. You get credit for that? Well, in this boxing world, you do. You get credit for fighting Floyd and losing every round. Yeah, you don't get no motherfucking credit from me. Then you fought Angulo. You fought Laura. I'm going to give him credit for fighting Laura, but you lost that fight. I had him losing to Laura. So, yeah, you fought Laura and got a gift decision. That ain't dominating. You fought Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto was at the back end of his career. Miguel Cotto was through when you fought him. Done. Miguel Cotto was pretty much done when he fought him. Old Miguel Cotto. You made Amir Khan move up. How many pounds Amir Khan moved up? Like 12 pounds? Right? You stopped Amir Khan. You get credit for that? No. You fought a motherfucking Liam Smith. Liam Smith. You stopped him. Do you get credit for that? No. You fought a motherfucking drunk drug addict, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Do you get credit for that? No.
Oh, he was Mexican. He was Mexican.
Yeah,
he was Mexican too. Yeah, he was Mexican, by the way.
Yeah, he was Mexican. Definitely was Mexican.
Definitely.
Alfredo Angulo was Mexican too.
Definitely.
Yeah, but he ain't had no problem fighting him. Josito Lopez was Mexican too. He ain't had no problem fighting him. Alfonso Gomez was Mexican too. He ain't had no problem fighting them. But all of them is C-level and below fighters though. But he ain't had no problem fighting them. Right?
Right.
Now, let's continue going, right? After Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., then you fought Gennady Golovkin. Well, that was a draw. You didn't beat him. And I scored it a draw. I give you credit for fighting him, but you didn't beat him. You didn't beat him. You fought him again. To me, the second time you beat him, but like I said, we seen that Gennady Golovkin, he was older. He ain't looked the same since then. You fought a bum in Rocky Fielding. You fought Daniel Jacobs, and I'll give him credit for Daniel Jacobs. But what did he do to Daniel Jacobs? Anybody know? Yeah, he put a dehydration clause on Daniel Jacobs. Yeah, he put that dehydration clause on Daniel Jacobs to get that advantage. He fought a Sergey Kovalev after Kovalev had been knocked out, 2 or 3 times already. 2 times already, I know. I know Sergey Kovalev had, I think 3 times he had been knocked out by that time. So only gave Sergey like 4.5 weeks to train for the fight, right? You get credit for that? No. Callum Smith. Well, everybody say, well, Callum Smith was solid. Until you find out Callum Smith, that motherfucker damn near killed himself making weight. He couldn't make 168 pounds. And he also took the fight on like 4 or 5 weeks notice. Look like we have it looked like we have I can't even think of the word. I'm lost for words, right? But Callum Smith also took the fight on short notice, and he damn near killed himself making the weight. He took the fight for a bag. He wanted that bag. Do you get credit for that? I mean, depends, but is it impressive? Fuck no. Hell no, it wasn't impressive. Abney Yildirim, trash. Billy Joe Saunders, right? Billy Joe Saunders had never looked the same since he got popped on steroids. Billy Joe Saunders was always undisciplined outside of the ring, blowing up in weight to 230 pounds, dropping down in weight. He never looked good ever since he got caught on PEDs, and that's a fact. Billy Joe never looked good ever since he had got caught on PEDs. You stop Billy Joe. Is that impressive? No.
You forgot about Rocky Field. You forgot about Rocky Fielding. You forgot about
I named him. Right. Also with Billy Joe ain't fought since then. The last time we saw Billy Joe, he was about 250 pounds. Right. He got his bag, but he did get his bag. So that lets you know that Billy Joe, he wanted a bag. Caleb Plant. I'm gonna give him credit for Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant was young, undefeated, slick fighter. You get full credit from me from Caleb Plant. Then he fights Dimitri Bivol and only win about 3 rounds in that fight. Only wins 3 rounds. Damn near lose every round in that fight. So that's Canelo Alvarez. See, it's a lot of asterisks behind that shit that he did. So now, Dundada, let's roll it back. When we say, oh, well, you got to give him credit. You got to give him credit for all he's done. He ain't done that great of shit in the sport of boxing. He haven't. He really ain't.
Well,
And we know Money, he didn't want to fight Triple G until Triple G looked vulnerable against Kell Brook, and he looked more vulnerable against Daniel Jacobs. A lot of people thought that Daniel Jacobs should have won that fight against Triple G. Here comes Canelo. Oh, I'll fight him now.
Yeah. Remember, he dumped the belt. He dropped the belt first. Remember, he dropped the belt when they were trying to force him to fight him. He dropped the belt. They forgot about that shit.
And Vito Majesty, Canelo Alvarez didn't follow the Money Mayweather because Money Mayweather was old and still fighting killers. Money Mayweather, he still fought Marcos Maidana.
Let's just put it in perspective of the ages. Put it in perspective of the ages. It ain't even close. He fought Canelo at 30-something years old, 36 years old. What are y'all talking about?
So Canelo has a history. Canelo has a history of moving funny. He got a history of moving like this. He's done this type of shit throughout his whole career. But he gets high praise for beating a 41-year-old Shane Mosley. He gets high praise for beating Cotto that was at the end of his career. He gets high praise for beating fucking Rocky Fieldhand, a motherfucker that people don't even know who the fuck he is.
They're in the same position right now, Keon. Look at this. They're in the same position. David Benavidez is 24, 25 years old, right? Canelo is what, 31, 32?
Shane was 41 years old when he fought when he fought Canelo Alvarez. I just looked it up. He was 41 years old. So go somewhere with that capping ass shit, Bugs Bunny.
Keon.
Nigga named Bugs Bunny anyway.
Keon, but look at this. Right now, right? Canelo is what? How old he is? 33? 33, maybe? You got a 25-year-old.
No, I don't even think Canelo that old.
He might, what? He's
32. He just turned 32 in July.
Okay, so he just turned 32. And he fought, but he won't get in the ring. The difference between Floyd is Canelo is killer, right? Yeah. He 20-something years old, 23, 24 years old. Floyd was 36 and decided to fight him and showed that I'm better than you.
I think Floyd might have been 37 at that point in time.
But just think about that. But you won't fight David Benavidez and be like, since you want to be like Floyd so much, since y'all want to compare him to Floyd so much, Floyd gave him an opportunity. Canelo was this bad motherfucker, right? Floyd was 36, 37 years old and said, I'm going to show y'all he ain't a bad motherfucker because I'm the baddest motherfucker, and got in there and whooped his ass. Now you got David Benavidez. He around that same age Canelo was, maybe a couple years older, 25 now. Now, why he don't want to give him that opportunity like Floyd gave you that opportunity? Because you're not good as Floyd, motherfucker. Because you don't have that attitude like Floyd had, motherfucker. It's proven. Floyd gave you was a bad motherfucker beating everybody's ass. Floyd said, okay, well, I'm going to show you at 37 years old, and got up in there and smoked your ass. But you won't do the same for David Benavidez. Know why? You don't have that Floyd mentality or that character. See? So you motherfuckers can sit here and try to compare him to Floyd if y'all want to, but it's a fact. He whooped that ass every round, every minute of every round. He gave him opportunity though, but you don't want to do that for, oh yeah, that's a Mexican fight. He don't want to fight him. Man, y'all miss me with that bullshit.
Yeah, man. I hope, like I said, I don't think that Triple G can beat him. But man, I sure love to see Triple G beat his motherfucking ass. He gone somewhere with that shit, bro.
I don't like that motherfucker either.
I don't like Triple G at all. I can't stand his ass neither. But I mean, I can't stand his ass neither. But the thing is, we know that Triple G, he finna retire anyway soon. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather Triple G to beat his ass because, man, my thing is all these dudes that's doing this sucker shit in boxing, they need to get the fuck on somewhere. All of them. I don't care who you is. If you doing sucker shit, you need to get the fuck on somewhere.
That's right. That's how I feel.
You're
right, Rick Tim. GGG and Canelo is the battle of the ducks.
Nah, he will. That's real talk. Fuck GGG and Canelo. But you know, hey, we know that.
O'Malley fighting a pintail.
Yeah, fuck both of them. I can't stand neither one of them. I can't. I mean, I ain't gonna even say, like I said, I was never even no Canelo hater. But when you come out and you just continue to do bitch shit after bitch shit after bitch shit, we got to draw the line, right? You got to draw the line. So you know, yeah. But in Canelo, like you know, I mean, we already know how he gonna move. He didn't told you he not fighting because I was always on some shit like, well, we gotta be patient and we have to see how he's gonna move his next move. Well, he came out, he told everybody he fight Triple G, right? Now we pretty much know he finna fight goddamn John Ryder or somebody. After that, he told you he ain't fight David Benavidez. Is Zordo Ramirez win? He told you he ain't fighting him. He also told you if Zordo Ramirez win, he ain't fighting no rematch with Bivol. So what the fuck he gonna do? What he gonna do? Same shit Tank gonna do, fight nobody. That's what he gonna do. But with that being said, y'all hit the like button, smash on the like button, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, showing love. Another great show, man. Let us know what you got going on, Coach.
Hey, man, y'all come check me out at Glover Boxing and Bull, man. And you know, I dropped I was live today around 1:30, but y'all come check out me and Coach of the Queen on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Man, we talk about we get away from this boxing shit so I can rest my voice because I get aggravated real easy with stupidity. So, man, y'all come check me out on Glover Boxing and more, man. We make them miss and make them pay. We want all the smoke. That's it, bro.
All right, Coach, man. Yeah, we will be in there tomorrow. And like I said, y'all hit the like button. Appreciate
Tell
it.
Gina we want on the panel, dog.
I'll tell her. Yeah. I appreciate everybody coming through. Y'all already know what it is, man. We will be back. Y'all hit the like button, and we gone.